Hello and welcome to the Dead Air Dudes. I'm Izzy.
I'm Raka. You are out there, Dead Air Dudes Nation. We are coming to you to fill the dead air. What up, people?
What up?
May the force be with you.
Well, may the force be with you. Welcome, one and all, Dead Air Dudes Nation, as we're going to give our Mandalorian episode 1 and 2 of season 2 review. How you doing, Raka?
So far, I'm digging it, except it's, you know what, it's a little bit slow to go, be quite honest. Now let me rephrase that. Should we say spoilers? Spoilers abound.
Spoilers abound. I mean, everyone who listens who's a fan has probably seen it already, and if not, we apologize in advance, but spoilers abound.
Let's start with episode 1, which
Do it.
by and large has been dubbed a space western.
Space Western. Yep.
So,
Spaghetti
so
Western.
Timothy, all of that, great fan of his work. He's the sheriff in town. He's wearing the Mandalorian garb. He is not a Mandalorian. Mandalorian. Mando's looking for others like him
Yes.
so that they can direct him to bring Baby Yoda, for any whatever word else I could term Baby Yoda,
The child.
safely to his people.
Yeah. He's been tasked with the duty to bring the child to more of his kind. And so he is trying to find more Mandalorians, you know. So he's been told that there's a Mandalorian on none other than Tatooine.
Of course, the center of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. So then he goes over there, he finds this Marshal, I guess, you know, and who was wearing the Mandalorian armor, who is none other, like you said, Timothy Oliphant.
But now he knows. Timothy knows. Let's call him Sheriff. Sheriff knows that he is outgunned. He's not gonna last a second. He tells the whole story, and I guess in an indirect way pleads for Mando to help him out, rid the town of this dragon, which is really like a Godzilla-sized beast, in exchange for the garb, the helmet, the gear, the armor.
For some reason, didn't that dragon remind you of Tremors for some reason?
Which is funny you brought that up, because this was a Tremor space western, and episode 2 is the aliens version of Star Wars.
Episode 2 was hilarious. I mean, it was a lot funnier than.
Tell me you don't sit there in episode 2 going, this is aliens.
I was getting ready for a face. I got to fucking jump right in his face. But
Well, not only that, aliens spliced with Prometheus.
with a sprinkle of arachnophobia thrown in. But
Yeah.
we're getting too ahead of ourselves. Let's get back to episode 1.
All right, so episode 1, he tries to do the valiant, honorable thing by helping out the town. So Mando has changed a lot. He has evolved.
Why is he doing? Is he, he wants
Because he's not.
armor. And
Yeah, but he
was
wants
clear.
the honor. But you can tell from the very beginning he was straight up bounty hunter. Follow the rules and the code, but he was a straight up bounty hunter. Now he's a caretaker.
Yeah. Well, he's a surrogate father. I mean,
Things have changed. He's softened up a lot. He
Yeah.
could say, screw that. Screw the armor. I don't care. I got to move on. You're not a real Mando. Screw you. But no,
yeah,
he puts
but
it on the line.
with that Creed, he's more Mandalorian, than a lot of Mandalorians in the sense that he's so.
Well, and I think you hit it on the head. What the directors and writers are trying to gear now towards is the development of his character from a baseline bounty hunter to a feudal shogun, to an honorable knight. He's basically becoming a knight. Very honorable though. And so it's not just about delivering the package and exchange for currency. It's about, this is my duty. I'm helping them. Yeah, I want the armor, but at the same time, I'm going to help them rid of this beast. And he even puts himself on his life on the line.
Yeah. Definitely. Even
In
episode two, the same thing. When he
but
strong,
episode 1, how does he end up killing the dragon?
he essentially nearly sacrifices himself. Again, spoilers abound. He gets eaten by the dragon, and basically,
Base pachyderm.
yeah, basically freaking drops some explosives into his, the dragon belly, gutted, whatever, and then blows him up from the outside when he flies out.
A la the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and countless other movies. I'm only bringing this up because I think the storyline, I understand plot development, character development, but it seems like they're losing creativity. And it's a space western kind of scrambled up. I'm just not that impressed with visual effects anymore, and and the visual awe factor that maybe the first one was.
Yeah,
I think
true,
they
but I mean,
so
at the same time, the show is so superiorly produced that you still, even though you may not be amazed or you've seen it before, but it's still for a show on TV to be that, that
no,
nice.
absolutely. If you compare the entire Star Wars dialogue, it's about a fifth grade graphic novel. If you compare that to this is like high school advanced reading.
Oh, well, you mean that as the whole thing, a lot of the Mandalorian is the beauty of the show is that it basically takes, the crappy new trilogy and kind of puts it on the back burner, kind of forgets it, and goes back to, harkens back to what Star Wars is about, the heart of Star Wars, of the whole, you know, everything. You know what I mean? What the characters are about, the machinations, and like you said, the honor of this one character who wasn't a bad guy, but wasn't a good guy either, and how he changes and
He's evolved.
he's evolved and he's duty bound to get this. All right. So bottom line, the first episode, what do you give it?
If it's out of 10, I'm giving it a 6.5. I think it was a lot predictable. Um, you almost saw the whole thing coming. As soon as they said with the explosives wrapped around the poor Dumbo there, I thought, oh, this is what's going to happen.
The
I
Wampa.
wasn't shocked at all. I enjoyed it. So don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. I just don't think it was the knockout punches that you kind of expect. Case in point, the episode in the prison in season 1.
Great episode.
One could say it was very predictable what will play out eventually, but the camera work, the acting, the action sequences, and maybe off sequences, and how it actually ended up playing out was fabulous. To me, it was probably the best episode of all season 1. Not content, it's just how it was done.
I would have to go back and think about that, but it was
Okay, but not to
definitely,
judge it. But this is what I'm saying. If you weigh
prime
that
highlight
episode,
of the series. Yes.
this really fails in comparison and almost just serves as a builder or a filler or both. Because other than saving the dragon and doing that, and maybe showing that he's more of a hero. What did
Bottom
it
line,
accomplish?
this was, you know what this was, and this is the opinion of the hour. This was just a laying the groundwork to bring back Boba Fett, as you saw him at the end,
Yes,
and
yes.
obviously that's Boba Fett's armor, and obviously they even mentioned, Easter eggs. They even mentioned that hole where the dragon was used to be a Sarlacc pit, and
That's where he fell,
how did freaking Boba Fett supposedly die? He fell into the Sarlacc pit.
and that's where he fell in Return of the Jedi.
Yes. And all of a sudden, then you see freaking, this guy who we all know is Tamura Morrison, who played Jango Fett in the previous prequel, in the previous trilogy, is now supposed to be playing Boba Fett. Now, it was all payoff, all build up for the payoff at the end.
Better be good. Better be epic.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
saying it's bad. Now wait. Now we're getting to episode 2.
yeah.
In episode 2, they got to throw something in, and I think they did that well. They threw in uh the hangar deck, I don't know what you want to call her, arms dealer, middleman, whatever she is, who's taking care of his ship at the same time, getting connections and trying to
Yeah,
deal and
she's like,
wheel.
she's like the
And she's playing
mechanic
cards.
extraordinaire who deals with everything.
Yeah, and she's playing cards with one of the cast-offs from the movie Them, and it's a big, gigantic, radioactive ant. How you put your hand near the cards with that beak, I don't know. But this is a lot more colorful. It's a lot more dynamic. There's a lot more parts. She's she supposedly lets him know from the big ant that there is another Mandalorian out there. This is the contact information. This is where to get her. But in order to do that, you got to take this passenger. And then the stipulations come. This is the part that I love. Okay, moral dilemma time. I gotta get here to there. I gotta get more information. I don't know how to bring this young baby Yoda to whoever, where. I need other people to know how to navigate this situation. In order to do that, I gotta take a passenger who is a mom, who's a frog alien, who's having her tadpole's eggs in a vat water backpack. You cannot go to hyperdrive because it would incinerate the babies who are not yet fertilized. Leave it at that. Baby Yoda is pining over the damn thing because it's food. Oh, he just pops the little tadpoles in his.
Yeah.
It's like eggs. Oh my god!
He's so cute, yet he's a damn freaking.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He ate like what, 3 or 4 of them? He ate. It was pretty funny.
Now again, this, I guess what I'm trying to say is this episode has a lot more layers and depth than that first episode, which was pretty one-dimensional. Because now you have the X-Wing fighters come around, flank him.
Yes.
And it ties into prison scene. I brought the prison scene because that reminded me why? Because of the trail marker and the tracker that's on it. So chase ensues. They crash into the icy planet. They fall through the rocks. Now the tadpole babies are in jeopardy. Yoda's going to eat them all. He's a little baby, so he's running off to eat whatever's is there. He's exploring. The ship is all fucked up. They can't fly. He's got to repair it. He doesn't want to. He's cold. He said the deal is off. The mom's going to lose the babies. She hooks up to an android. He hates the droids. She hooks up to get a translator going. Then Baby Yoda goes off while Mando is repairing the ship and starts eating. Oh, here's a delicacy in this icy tundra. There's some ice spiders. This was a beautifully imaginative episode on some quality crack. I mean, they took some really good drug cocktail, put it together, swallowed it whole, and spitted this out, or the other way. And you got the makings of a ridiculous, what the hell do I do here?
Yeah.
The spiders are see, this was the best part. This is not some dragon you got to slay and it's slow and dumb and moving. These things are coming at you, and Izzy knows Raka. Raka hates spiders. I will push women and children out of the way to get ready from spiders. Yeah. This part of the show,
Izzy's not too fond of spiders himself, so.
Oh, freak me the hell out! And then from there, it takes on a warp speed thing, and then it kind of wraps up nicely at the end. But a better episode than one, and accomplishes another layer builder for Mando's character.
No, definitely. I mean, it just reinforces more of his duty. It reinforces that he knows what between right and wrong, and it also comes full circle with the somewhat current events or the at that point in time of what was going on with the Empire and the rebels. So, which actually, they had already the Empire's done. So, and that was pretty cool because it kind of gave you a glimpse, and it kind of made it seem like a big deal. You know what I mean? It made the episode seem like a big deal that you saw the X-Wing fighters, that you saw these guys, and it reinforced the fact that yes, anything and everything can and will happen in this show, except for Mando losing a fight or anything. But besides that, it's successful.
This was a tidy episode to tie in a lot of loose ends and almost have an indirect recap. So, like you said, with 1 and 2, 3 and 4 has to be kind of epic. I mean, they're building up a lot of things.
I'm pretty sure that one of these is I mean, if it's anything how Hollywood, does it, you have build up, and then you have a great episode, then you have build up, great episode, they have a build up, and then now, the end thing to do is the second to last episode to be the episode, while the last one is just, build up for the next season. So, yeah.
Could somebody tell the writers of The Walking Dead what you just said?
Well, I mean, yeah. But I do expect the next one to be, good shit. I give the first episode like a 7.5, 7.5, while the second one was a solid 8. I enjoyed them both great, and yeah,
I concur. All right, so getting to that point where we've now went through the first 2 episodes, what is your guess? What is to come 3 and 4? The immediate future.
Well, in the immediate future, I think that something's going to happen when he drops off the passenger over there and runs into Mandalorians. I have a feeling that you also have who appears to be Boba Fett, like I said, is probably chasing him down. Or either that, or you have to find a reason to go back to Tatooine, something along those lines. Because don't forget, you also have Giancarlo Esposito, I forgot his name right now. I can't think right now. I'm embarrassed, but he's still looking for
the
them.
Grand Sith.
Yeah, he's still looking for them.
Well,
and I know that Cara Dune's coming back, and that there's other guest stars supposed to be showing up. So
yeah, listen, no bones about it. I'm a fan of Miss MMA Queen over there and Apollo Creed. I'd love to see the two of them back.
Both of them must be coming
somehow
back. So
intertwined. And that is the Star Wars way. Nobody ever really dies until they die. And who knows, pop up a dead Jedi Master along the way. That'd be cool too.
It'd be cool if they, like, this episode was good because they actually gave credence to the movies, and actually with the introduction of the X-Wing fighters, you actually had
How did he greet them?
Well, you see, they said, "May the Force be with you."
May the Force be with you.
So it was like
that. I agree with you. That was cool. That was a cool. That was one of the first few times it really brought you back. Like, instead of this being an epic adventure in space sometime with characters you're familiar with, this really put a stamp. This is a Star Wars thing, baby.
Yeah, no, most definitely, and yeah,
that was cool. That was very cool.
Obviously, we enjoyed the first 2 episodes, and definitely, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. Let us know, and we'll be here reviewing probably 2 episodes per per video /
Yeah, we'll let it come out, let it sink, and let the juices stir in you for a little bit, and then we'll recap it. Again, don't hesitate. Drop us a line. Remember to click that button, like and subscribe, and let us know what we might discuss, should discuss, and add on to the Force and, of course, the dark side. Never neglect the dark side.
All right. Thanks everybody from Day Dudes Nation. I'm Izzy.
I'm Raka. Save the whales, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Really?
Oh, wrong show. Sorry.
Take care, guys.